Good everyone, welcome to this video. Today we have another Scumbag Alert on a player named Oxathuk Tabap something. It's something Russian. I have no idea how you say it. And I personally have my own opinion about this incident and what I think was the reason behind it. So I was out and about the other day in my Pokrushkin's P39N0 because I needed to do a daily and I thought, well, I've been using relatively the similar or the same birds, so I thought I'll spice things up a bit. I'll drag out porkies, and yeah, let's see how it goes. And this was only my second match in Pocketskins, because I managed to get most of my daily done in a sub request, which is coming soon, thanks to Birdie. Um, and I thought, well, I might as well just finish it up here. I mean, how hard can it be? And apparently, very hard. This attack, I personally think, was done out of jealousy. Now, why do I think that? Well, Pogashkins is a bird that only comes around once a year, and obviously not everyone's got access to money that they can just lob at the screen and just buy a bird outright. There's also another thing about this incident, and that I think this is also a troll account that was involved. So we've got a bit of jealousy and a bit of trolling involved. And this is just petty, to be brutally honest. I've been seeing a lot of this the last few days, to be honest. I've seen people attacking premiums out of jealousy that they can't purchase them themselves, even though it's actually pretty easy to get a premium. You just do the war bonds. Well, not anymore, but you can still do the battle pass and get yourself a free premium, and then you can go 8 levels higher and get yourself another premium. So I don't see the problem. But clearly, people are just not willing to put the effort in. I mean, I've not paid for the battle pass, and I'm already at level 23. It just takes a bit of grinding. It's not as bad as the Pokemon Blue grinding I've got to do later, but even so. For anyone that's curious, I am up to the Elite Four in that game and flipping on fire. I'm at like level 40 because I just know how to blitz the game. But anyway, back to the incident that occurred. So this was on, I think it was, oh, which map was it? Oh, I can't remember the name of the map. I think it's the map where you normally have Operation Husky, but my brain's not active this morning, but obviously we'll see it in a minute. Um, and I was just climbing, minding my own business, and with the guy's angle of approach, I had a gut instinct he was going to try something. You know, where you just get that gut feeling that someone's going to do something, or like you can sense something that isn't actually there yet. You just have that gut feeling, you know? And I had that about this guy, and I had every reason to. So, let's go take a look at the incident and let's go have a look. Sicily, that's the one. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I've only been up about half an hour and I've had to shuffle around the schedule for the coming weeks because obviously I've got stuff planned for the future. And obviously, with us nearing 1,000 subscribers, which is insane, um, I have had to do a bit of shuffling and yeah, it's been a nightmare to sort, and this incident doesn't help with that. But by the time you see this video, I've probably worked out a decent schedule. So there you go. Okay, so let's get moving. So immediately we're taking off, and this is where my first sign of, shall we say, trouble started to sort of go in my head. I thought this I-15 was going to be the troll. Normally when you see an I-15 at these sorts of tiers, this indicates a troll, and I was going to have to be very cautious. But of course, our scumbag today, it's not a Yak-7B before anyone asks. That is a bug with the replay. It still shows as a Yak-7B, yet this is a Yak-1B. And my gut instinct was obviously thinking the I-15. And obviously, it was starting to fire, so I thought, right, let's get it wound up, let's get moving, and let's get off the runway. But then Oxathuk heard to Bap, or however the fuck you say that, it's Russian, like I said, I don't have a fucking clue, immediately starts following me, and I thought, okay, maybe he wants to fly in close formation, maybe he needs to do a task, and he needs to do, I don't know, a teamwork award, which you can do with an auto squad as long as you remain close to them. But as we're going to see very shortly, this doesn't turn out to be the case. And you can see I am watching him like a hawk. I really suspect, because he's coming in underneath my tail, where he's got the best shot at me. And my thought process was, this guy's going to do something any minute now. And I continued to watch him, even though I looked at his player card, which I obviously skipped that part. My gut instinct was going like wildfire. And this is almost the moment where he begins his attack. Like I said, I think this is an attack out of jealousy and or trolling, and here comes the shots. He puts a shot in with his 50 caliber Berezin. He doesn't actually fire his cannon. If he did, I'd be dead. Cripples my P39, and then thinks I'm gonna let him get away with that shit. But no. You've pissed me off. You've scratched my bird. You're going down, motherfucker. So obviously he's trying to roll to get out of my way, but I put the 37 right in the fuel tank. And appropriately type in chat, fuck you, because that's what he deserves. And obviously one of my teammates is going to be like, the hell was that about? But obviously I answer myself pretty carefully, and he understands why I did such thing. I did have a small conversation with Oxathuk, but it was very limited. His English appeared to be very limited, and this appears to be an attack out of jealousy, for the most part. So, yeah. Luckily, the damage to my P39 is not hugely major. Like, yeah, I'm pouring smoke, the engine is orange, but if I just go to the one camera view, you can see the damage he did. This isn't hugely major, and I'm glad he did it so early on. But at the same time, this was a blatant attack, and I think he tried to go for my tail control as well. But of course, I do manage to get back to base. Obviously, I'm just typing a report here, and that's why I only just pulled out of that. But obviously, as I've put in chat here, Pokerskin's P39 only comes around once a year, around about March 19th. And it costs around about 1,300 golden eagles. And as you'll see here, I'm very calm about it. And you'll see in a second in the chat, I'm going to put something to the team. Sorry I couldn't lend a hand at all, but when you must get blown out the sky by a toxic Russian player, there isn't much I can do. Now, I do end up helping the team. I take out the J21 and the Thatcher's Buffalo in one go, so I at least managed to help my team. I'm obviously not going to show that because there's no point. But let's go take a look at Oxathuk's player card. And my scumbag radar was already going off the moment I met this guy. But then you look at his player card. So we'll go to his arcade stats first. Now, of course, he has bought a couple of premiums. Well, a premium. Obviously, you get given this one if you start off with Russia. But if you look, this is a pure sign of a smurf to me. I-15R, 15-1. I mean, he sucks in the Cobra, but that's not my point. And here you can see he's just not that good. He just appears to be a trolling smurf who can't really smurf that well, and he has to take his anger out on other players. But obviously his top bird is a P39K1. I have this bird. It's a very good plane. And I just see no reason for this attack to take place other than jealousy and or trolling, as I previously suspected. But yeah, this was just an incident that completely confused me at first, but obviously I knew it was going to happen. My gut instinct never lets me down. And, well, all I'll say is if you ever, and I'm not being like offensive or anything, but this has to be said. If you ever meet someone with a Russian name, watch your six. That's all I can advise. Because 99% of the time, they're aggressive. And they will try to put you down for pretty much no reason. That's at least in my experience. And obviously, there might be some Russian players in the comment section, so I'm sorry I have to say that. But at the end of the day, I'm doing this for the safety of my community, and most importantly, the most common incidents I have with Russian players is just shall we say, unprovoked attacks for absolutely no reason. If you remember my previous one in which was in ground forces with the Whirlwind team killer, yeah, he did that for no reason and team killed the BF-110 if you remember that. And this was nearly an incident that could have cost me my plane, and it would have been an unprovoked attack. So, like I said, keep your six watched, and if you're in ground forces, don't fly over your friendly Whirlwinds. They might just shoot you instead. Anyway, I'm gonna let guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's little scumbag alert. Another one, of course. Sorry for the messed up schedule and everything, but yeah, unfortunately, when you get a scumbag alert, there's not a lot you can do about it. So, yeah. But I'll do my best to figure it out for you, and well, you'll get the schedule as it comes, and hopefully it's not messy. But anyway, I'll see you all on the next one.